Welcome back, crew, to Boats vs. Haulover, where Man and Machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet in Miami, Florida. But today's a little different. As many of you know, if you saw the last episode, we are in the middle of our Best of 2023 countdown. We started at the number 22 moment in the last video, and today we are all the way up to number 18. If you missed the last video, go ahead back and watch it. I'll leave it at one of the end screen videos at the end of this video. But other than that, let's go ahead and get this one started. And as mentioned, we're going to start with our number 18 moment of 2023, which is going to take us over to Haulover Inlet, where we're going to have a Nautic Star trying to make its way out. Always interesting to see these lake boats try and do battle with Haulover, but even more interesting when we see them put bow riders in the front of the boat. Our crew right here has that typical luck, stuffs it, but then our girl winds up on the deck of the boat. It's always funny to me how this one almost always starts off the same. Everybody smiles in the boat until we get up on top of that wave and then smack down, and those smiles turn upside down. But our crew here gets some water in the boat, our girl on the deck, and even Captain, when you look back, winds up cringing a little bit after it happens. He obviously knows he's going to get in trouble for that one. But fortunately in this situation, everybody winds up walking away okay, and there's no serious injuries. Haulover can be known to do that from time to time. And this will bring us to number 17 on our list, where we're going to feature one of those Haulover assassins, the old Sweetwater pontoon. I'll tell you what, nobody has fun coming through Haulover like these old tuner boys. For whatever reason, every time we see them come out, they look like they're having a blast. One of the reasons I think that is because I almost believe that every single one of these we see is some kind of rental. The amount of emails we get from rental companies saying, hey, what day was that video from? Because they want to know who had the pontoon out of Haulover is unbelievable. So our crew here stuffed the boat a couple times, but so far they look okay. They have slowed down a little bit, which is not always the best move here at Haulover because there's still rough waves, as we can see. So they're still going to be battling their way through this. And one of the worst things you can do on a boat when you're battling your way through rough waves is decide to get up and try and walk around. I'm going to be 100% honest. As a captain, it's one of the things that happens that annoys me the most. And in fact, when most people get on my boat, especially if I know we're heading offshore, it's one of the first things I tell them. Guys, sit down. As soon as we start moving through rougher water, it's going to be difficult for me to be able to help you and control the vessel. And if you fall down and get hurt, we might not be able to get assistance to you right away. So the easiest way to correct that problem, move to the back of the boat, and if we're in rough swells, just sit down and stay seated until we get to a point where things calm down. Because if you don't, you never know what's going to happen. You might just be standing there thinking things are okay, and the next thing you know, you're going to be on your tail. Kind of like our guy finds himself right here. Once again, it can happen when you least expect it. Now, this is going to go ahead and move us to the number 16 moment on our list, and today that's going to move us over to Boca Inlet. And here we go. We're going to have a 27-foot sea hunt trying to make its way out of Boca Inlet, but they're going to do what I feel is one of the most dangerous things you can do when you're exiting an inlet. One, trying to exit during a time period where there's breaking waves in the inlet. If that's the case, really evaluate whether you need to go out. Two, that's getting sideways in those breaking waves. You want to talk about the easiest way to get yourself into trouble or find yourself in a rollover situation? That's this. Catching yourself sideways in the middle of a wave that winds up breaking right into the side of your boat, it can be a super dangerous situation. Now, fortunately, this crew is able to pull their way out, but even there, that last wave you saw broke over the side of the gunnel of the boat. Things can get dangerous quick when you do this. And that's going to bring us to number 15 on our list, which is going to bring us back over to Boynton Inlet. And it's going to show us what happens when things get out of your control. Now, when we say that, it's not that the inlets got out of their control. This crew is having a mechanical failure and all of a sudden has somehow lost something to do with their steering. They appear to have some steering steel, but it's just not working the way it's intended to work. And all of a sudden, they find out the hard way what happens when you lose your steering in the middle of an inlet, and they wind up colliding with one of the concrete barricades down here at Boynton. Now, fortunately for this crew, it happened at the end. They were already pretty much outside of the inlet when the malfunction happened. Would have been a whole lot worse if it would have happened back at the beginning, but in the end, this crew winds up making it out. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you're enjoying our Best of 2023 list. We'll continue this list in the next video at number 14. If you need something to watch in the meantime, be sure to check out our other channels. We have our newest channel, the Drain Plug Mafia channel, which features all the craziness that happens out on the water. Boating news of the week, boneheaded boaters of the week, and Googans of the week are over there. Also, we have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlets, and of course, we've got the Miami Boat Ramps channel that features all the craziness that happens at the boat ramps in South Florida. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.